today I'm going to be introducing a new series that I'm going to start on my channel, and I'm calling it Deployment Diaries. This is just going to be like an intro video kind of explaining who I am, my background, why I'm starting this series, and what this series is all about. It's going to be very chatty and kind of like raw style videos, so if you don't like those kind of videos, just click out now. I have other like beauty style videos that you'll probably be more interested in. But if you like these kind of like chatty advice story kind of videos, then you'll really enjoy this series. First, I just want to say this is kind of my first time ever doing like a series like this. I used to have a series on my channel called Coffee with Kelsie where I did like chatty style videos, but there was so much hate around those videos and there was so much negativity. I would get such evil comments, so I stopped doing that series, and that was like a couple years ago. So this is my first time kind of doing these raw style videos again, so please, let's keep this a positive area and atmosphere. I really don't want to have to stop doing this series because of all the negativity and hate. I know a lot of you guys are probably just going to be like, oh, well, that comes with the territory, but these were such evil comments that I just couldn't understand it. So please keep this a positive area, keep an open mind, and just be respectful of others and myself, and remember that everyone has different stories and come from different places and have like a different background. So don't be closed-minded. Just be an open-minded, happy person for this series, and it'll go along great. So first, I want to say, if you guys have any questions that you want me to address during the Deployment Diaries, leave them down below. I'm kind of going to be sticking more towards like deployment questions, military questions, spouse of military kind of style questions. So anything military related that you have a question about, leave them down below. And then if this goes well, maybe I'll start a different series where I address like more random open topics. So tell me down below. I will definitely I'm going to try and feature every single person that asks me a question in all of my Deployment Diaries videos. Fingers crossed that can be done. So tell me down below some of your questions. So now introducing who I am and my background. My name is Kelsie. Hello, this is Kelsie's Closet. I am a Navy wife. My husband is a seaman, if you will. I love that, seaman. It's funny. I'm 23 years old, but I act like a 12-year-old, and I can't help it. That's just how my brain works. It's gross. We've been married 3 years now. We had a very stereotypical military style courthouse wedding. We just decided to get married one day. We loved each other, wanted to spend the rest of our lives together. I was only 20. He was only 20. His name's Trey, by the way. I don't think I said that, so if I use the word Trey, that's who he is. And we just had like our actual wedding and ceremony on our 2nd year anniversary, so last year. And that's very typical and very common in the military, and being a young couple is also extremely common in the military. We've been together in total 6 years. We're high school sweethearts. We started dating our senior year of high school, but we've known each other for way longer than that. We both come from really small towns, so we just know like who each other were before we even started dating. And he has been in the military for 5 years. So basically our whole time and relationship together, he's been in the military and I've been right alongside with him. So I have a lot of experience with different things regarding the military. Like we were long distance for a year or two, had a very stereotypical military rush wedding at the courthouse, moved in together, had never lived together, and we're already married and living together, which is also very common for a young couple in the military. This is his 2nd deployment. He had his first deployment at the end of 2013, beginning of 2014. It was a 9-month deployment, and this deployment is predicted to be shorter, but the last deployment was also predicted to be shorter and got extended while he was out there, so you just don't really know with the military. I'm also not going to share with you guys like details on like what his job is, his rank, where he's at, when he's coming back, stuff like that, just for the safety of himself and his crew. And it's also asked that wives don't share that kind of information with the public like you guys, because you might be terrorists, I don't know, or like, I don't know, might try and stalk me down, I don't know. It's just precaution to be safe. You will find the military has really ridiculous rules and you don't ever really understand them, but you follow them anyways. So quickly, some things that we have gone through that might help you guys to like know who we are, or if you are in the military might be able to relate a little bit more. We are stationed in Norfolk, Virginia, which I hate. I absolutely hate it here. Virginia Beach is super nice. It's very close. It's like 20-30 minutes away, but Norfolk, I absolutely hate. It's the biggest naval port in the world and in the US. So it's just very old, dirty, run down, and there's just a lot of poverty here because the military sucks the economy dry, like in any city that it's at, and because this is the biggest naval port, it's not a nice area to live. I don't have any friends here. I used to have 2 friends. My one friend moved away and my other friend has recently stopped texting me, so I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm very alone and secluded here, which is hard. Oh my gosh, I'm like getting emotional in the freaking intro. Like, that was not what I was intending. Ugh. Get it together, Kelsie. Why are you emotional right now? Like, what is wrong with you? Okay. Ah! Okay, so I'm gonna try and get through this without crying. Like, I don't know why I'm so emotional right now. I guess I never spoke these things out loud. When you think it and then you actually hear it, it's like, wow, that's hard. Oh my God, my mom is gonna watch this and she's gonna be bawling right now. Okay, so explaining why I feel so alone right now. Me and my husband are originally from Michigan, so our whole family and friend base and just home is in Michigan, which is really far away from Virginia. The first deployment, I was still living back home and I went on a, what's it called? I studied abroad in England while he was gone. So I didn't really have this like feeling of being alone because I was kind of still doing my own thing. We never lived together. Although we were married, we still hadn't like been together for a long period of time. We were still doing long distance. So I had this routine of like him not being around. I had my own friend group, I was exploring the world, I was traveling, but this deployment, I'm very much alone. We own a house, we have a dog and a cat, so I feel very like just by myself trying to keep everything together. I don't know why I'm crying. Like, why am I so upset right now? It's not a big deal. I need to calm myself down. Whoo, getting emotional. Okay, I want to address like loneliness and like depression in the next video, so I'm not going to get too much into detail about that. Obviously that video is going to be really emotional. I'm going to cry my eyes out, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I don't have a lot of like anyone to talk to. I don't really talk to Trey that much either. That's something I should also include about deployment, depending on like what branch you're in and like the style of deployment, but just so you guys are aware, I don't really talk to him very much. We communicate mainly through email, and even then it's maybe once or twice a week. As of right now, it does like grow and change throughout deployment. I get a phone call from him maybe once or twice a month for just like a few minutes, like 10 minutes tops. So communication is very low between us. I'm also planning on moving back home at the end of the month. I do want to talk about that because I feel like I'm going to talk about that later in the series and stuff. It was a choice that I made because I'm so secluded right now. I just need to go home for a long period of time and have like that support group around me. So, oh my gosh, I didn't know this intro was going to make me so emotional. Now, let me just make sure I've covered everything that I want to include in the intro, because I plan on using this video to reference you guys if you're new to my channel during the whole series. Oh, Trey was also stationed in Pensacola, Florida, so that might be something you guys want to know. So we've been, I wasn't living there at the time. I did visit him a lot though. So Pensacola, Florida and Norfolk, Virginia. He's also been like to a bunch of different places for training and stuff. Oh man, this is gonna be an emotional series, you guys, but I'm excited to do this. I feel like I can help, or not even help, but really just like bring light to someone who is in the same situation as me, who had no idea what to expect, and now kind of like, wow, I wish I would have done something different so I don't have these emotional feelings. Like, you shouldn't feel this way. You should be able to plan ahead and know what to expect and stuff like that. So this is the intro. This is who I am. This is what I plan to do with the series. I hope that you guys can join me and follow along, and I can help build the community on Kelsie's Closet. I feel like I lack an emotional deep level with you guys, and I don't want it to be like that anymore. I really want you guys to know who I am, and I want to know who you guys are, and I want to help each other. So keep this a positive area. Tell me any questions that you guys have that you want me to address in the series down below. You know, I hope you guys can support each other and support me. Follow each other on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, social media, and just build a little community with this. It's nice to know that you're not alone when stuff like this goes on. So getting emotional again. I love you guys so much. I'm really excited for this series, and bring some Kleenex because apparently Kelsie will be crying a lot. And that's it, you guys. I will talk to you guys very soon in my next video. Look for my next deployment diaries, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!